Well, hello there. How is everyone? I hope you're all well on this fabulous Friday. This is video 1 of 2 coming at you because we've had some news. Jay Slater case. You're looking absolutely amazing, by the way. And this is amazing news. Or is it? Or is it just lip service? Because what am I talking about? I'm talking about the Jay Slater case. They have officially opened an inquest into the Jay Slater case. Now, what does that mean? It means that they will get somebody to come in and look at what happened and decide whether the conclusion was just, it was accurate, and whether there needs to be more of an investigation into it, or whether this will just be finalised, brought to an end. And that's the fear, you see, because I think that whatever happened, I think that it warranted this inquest to take place. I don't think really they'd have been able to have not had one. At the end of the day, a young lad goes over to a foreign country. He spends some time with people who do have a criminal background, and he ends up deceased, and that's where we are now. The injuries was stated to have been consistent with a fall from height, but it's ascertaining whether those injuries could have been sustained in some other way, whether he could have indeed been pushed down that hole. Because at the end of the day, if he got to the top of where he fell, then somebody else could have got to the top where he fell. Do you know what I mean? It's a difficult one. It's a difficult case. It's a difficult one to navigate. And the thing what frustrates me is those people who turn around and say that it's impossible for there to be a different version of events and we should just accept what we're being told is simply, it's ludicrous to me, absolutely ludicrous to me. But as I always say, it's easy for people to say that if they don't really have skin in the game, or they do have skin in the game that means it's beneficial to them to have this as an open and shut accident and just put the blame on the victim here, which, make no bones about it, that's what's been happening from the get-go. This has all been about Jay Slater sort of making a series of errors that led to his death. And look, that is indeed what this inquest could conclude. It could just simply conclude death by misadventure. It was an accident, and there is nothing that can be done. And I think and I fear that that's the issue with this case. The issue is how do you prove otherwise? How do you genuinely prove that there is an investigation required, and people do need to be held accountable? Because as much as people can turn around and feel a certain way about this, whether it's that you feel that Jay Slater, it was all on him, or there was other things and it was all on another element, an aggravating factor. It's a difficult one. It's difficult, and that's why it frustrates me when people come forward and say it's impossible for there to be a varying story, because the reality is I don't think we'll ever know. I don't think we will. And even though it's good that they're opening up this inquest, my fear is, like I said on the opening, I feel that it could potentially just be lip service. It's just something that had to happen. It will happen, but the conclusion is kind of going to be the conclusion. Let me know what you think about it. It's only a short video. I've got video 2 coming out later today, but I thought that you guys would like to know, those of you who don't already know, that yes, it would appear that there is indeed going to be an inquest into the death of Jay Slater. Have a fantastic Friday. I hope you have a good one, and I'll catch you all in the next one.